So I'm gonna let y'all see the real Detroit besides sitting downtown where they building stuff up but then push everything back. So as soon as you leave the good area where they pushed it back, you get into these type of areas. And then how they say people stop going to church. People stop going to church because church became a business instead of a place to learn and be supported. And that's why all these houses and things like that get run down. The churches help run them dry too. It's not just the city and so-called drug dealers and whatever else they might come up with. It's the places that people go that they trusted that ends up hurting them. So I'm going to show you that I'm not just talking when I show you that it's not just a church on every corner. It's a church every few steps you make. There we go, one big old church. And do they have it open every day for people to come and do things? Do they come feed the poor people? Nope. Just got a big old church sitting there waiting to make that money. Sunday, Wednesday, Friday, you know, do their thing. And look at the houses around that big old church. Why these houses in this neighborhood look like this? Why the church not getting involved, making a change, helping these people make a change or do something different? Yeah, everybody don't want to be a bum. I understand some people want to be bums, but everybody don't. But the kids grow up and end up being a bum because what else do they know? And the church, with the person that own the church that don't live around here, don't care to come and, you know, help change the culture. Get some difference in these people's lives. You know, painting all on the side of the house. What type of stuff is that? Church on the corner. Looked like a rundown thing. Another church right there next to it. Abandoned house. Another church. You know, like I said, I'm not lying to you. It's not every corner. It's everywhere. Look at that. Another church. Back to back. Nice new cars in that church parking lot. Nice tinted windows. Everything. You look at the houses across the street from it, around it, in the front and the back. Bums at the gas station. Asking for your money. Abandoned fields, abandoned houses. You know how many people can get raped or burned up or tossed around up in there? The church ain't cleaning that up. That shouldn't look like that, and there's a big old church like that right across the street. Look at this house, the roof all tore up. It's just jacked up. And then they put these type of apartments across the street. How long they gonna last like that? I wouldn't say too long. And these streets are raggedy. Tear my car up to show y'all this. And we can leave here, drive 4 or 5 blocks where they got all the entertainment at, and you would never know you're around the corner from this. And just imagine these kids grow up and this all they see. How you think they're gonna act? If they living like animals, how they not gonna act like animals? And all these people coming over here to prey off of them and get their little money that they get. You know, all these people getting these stimulus checks, running to give it to places like Kalahari and all these other water parks and entertainment parks. If you can't afford it on a regular day, you need to be saving that money to do something for your kids' education. Get your kids some clothes or shoes or something. Give them a decent meal. Oh, there we go, another church. Another abandoned field, another broken down abandoned house. It's just ridiculous. And then you get this big place right here, and I bet half of the people over here don't have a job there. You know, It's ridiculous. What's that? Another church. Another nice big church. For what and why? Across the street, another tore up house. Oh, there we go, another church. Just think about it. We didn't even ride 5 miles and all we see is churches everywhere. And I ain't talking about churches chicken. And there goes the famous bums with their job, collecting money from the people, soliciting. I just really don't understand why people give them money. If you're concerned about them, go buy them a voucher to a motel. Or if you're worried about them having somewhere to stay. If you're worried about them having somewhere to eat or something to eat, put together a little meal for them. Give them some Vienna sausages and some apples and oranges or something, or juice. You giving them money, they going to get hot with it. Please stop being stupid. Another church. Another church. I'm about done with this. I'm ride one more block and I'm done with this little Baptist church thing. Hustling in the name of God, is that what y'all call it? That's what I call it. Another church. They're everywhere. It's like a disease, like roaches. Should call them Pastor Roach. They're everywhere. So once I get down to this main street, I'm done. But look at that. All I did was look to the left, another church with an abandoned house next to it. Now, why wouldn't the church do something about them abandoned houses, all these weeds growing up? Them ain't even trees, them weeds that's that tall. That's ridiculous. But they sit right in the community. Take care of the community that you're sitting in. People like me gonna talk about you. What is he doing? Look at that, abandoned house. But what do we have right in front of it? Another church. On across the street, another church. Y'all thought I was playing when I said I was gonna take y'all on the church run, didn't you? Look at that, another church. And they don't care what they look like. They just want the people to come in them. Get that little change. Get that money. What do we have here? Another church. And another church next to it. What is coming up? Another church. That's wild, ain't it? Wonder what's this right here? Yep, another church. I told y'all. They worse than the liquor stores. Every single way that you look. Well, people, I'm about to shut it down, but I just want to, bring a little bit of light to you, again. Try my best to keep my people informed. Open your eyes up and look around you. You really don't got to say nothing. You just look, and it's just right there. So I ain't trying to ruin it for nobody. I ain't trying to hurt spirituality, because that ain't what it's about. I'm trying to keep your spirituality good so that you won't go to places with all these hypocrites and then you lose spirituality because you was trusting them, and later on you found out they wasn't worth nothing. So I want you to pay attention to what's actually going on out here. And I don't call this working, because I call this pleasure, because I'm helping my people. So while this is the Sabbath day, the real Sabbath day, I'm doing something to give a little bit of exposure to the things that's going on for the wrong Sabbath day. And I'm going to close on out on this the church right here. And, holler at y'all next time.